Greetings, geeks. Welcome to episode 871 of Geeks in Space. I am Rob Commander Taco Malda, and I am joined today in pretend low Earth orbit by the one and only Chris DeBona.
Hi.
And the equally unique Rob Roseboom.
That was a really aggressive.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Equally unique.
Equally unique.
Well, the welcome part was a little bit like the WWE or something.
Let's get ready to grapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I get it. It's cold. We're all invigorated.
It got down to -7. It's actually 4 right now, so we're in luxury temperature now.
Yeah, nice.
But I am standing right next to my window, and it is like if I put my hand on it, like I can just feel the cold.
And put your tongue on it.
No, I'm not gonna lick glass. That's not what I do. You, Chris, that's you don't have the power to tell me what I put in my mouth.
Go lick glass.
Oh, okay, I'll be back.
I don't know. Did you look at your contract?
Yeah. Clause
you know that
7.
for sure.
The dental clause.
Yeah.
Gross. All right. Well, speaking of gross, the first one on the list is there's a couple. They were sleeping in their bed. Everything's cool. And then allegedly, let's be clear, allegedly, a block of airplane ice crashes through their bedroom ceiling.
So is this just like a normal piece of ice from like the wing, or are we talking about ice from the wasteport?
Like a Joe Dirt issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it, but I'd like the blue ice even worse.
Yeah.
So
the size of a watermelon.
The plane had a history of potable water issues going back to July.
That's super gross.
So it's from their potable tank, not from their blue tank.
So space poop.
No, it's just normal water.
It's potable. You could drink it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's not so
even though
bad,
they tell you not to drink it.
No, you should.
On the plane,
Right.
But if you boiled it and made coffee from
because,
it,
there's probably way better places to get water from than breaking into an airplane and then drinking water out of a tank,
I don't know. That's usually how I get my water around here.
I mean, listen, Mr. Fancy Pants has a faucet.
Indoor plumbing.
Ooh.
Check out the indoor plumbing on Rob.
I mean, the thing they don't tell you is this guy was really grateful because he doesn't have running water like you rich guys in Michigan with your plumbing.
Right.
He has to go and get the fresh bath snow every morning and wait for it to melt.
Yeah, right? I mean, he's really just he's at the front of the raw water movement. raw from water. The sky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Raw water.
Yeah.
No, thank you. That's where I'm at with that. Can you okay, here's the question for the panel, and I guess Rob,
we're a panel now.
Yeah, we're a
Rob.
panel. We're a panel.
We're not unique anymore.
I feel us collectively are a panel, like we're a unit.
Okay.
What's the weirdest thing that has ever woke you up from like a dead sleep?
I can't say on the podcast.
Weird or like momentous?
Well, I mean, interesting for anecdotal purposes.
Mandrick woke me up to tell me to go take a look at the TV during 9/11.
Oh dear, that's a bad one.
I'm like, why is Mandrick calling me so early?
Oh.
I was sitting inside my bar watching it on TV.
Wow.
Doing morning prep.
Huh.
I was at my desk posting stories. And I was listening to Howard Stern on the radio, as I usually did in the morning during that era, and that's how I found out. And then
that was before Spotify.
Yeah, and then I drove home about an hour later because I was just like, I don't want to be at work anymore.
I didn't see it on the list, and I thought maybe I'd post it at some point. Did we talk about the guy who, I think it was filmed with his Ring camera, a meteorite hit his garden where he was?
I think we saw it.
Right.
I think we saw that.
It was
video.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, let me bring that up.
It's
got to be on YouTube.
We've routinely we get woke up by the cats like with some regularity. Power outages are noisy.
Growing up, we had a great big black walnut tree.
Oh.
And you know, you get woken up by those things landing on the roof all the time. There.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go, y'all. I'm gonna hit play. Look right around here. Okay.
All right, I'm watching. Oh. Ring doorbell cam has detected meteorite.
Yeah.
Darn kids with your snow. Oh, wait, no. That's
Magnum says he was reading an article about Bobby Fischer on Slashdot. That's how he found out about 9/11.
Wait, who is this?
Magnum.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait a second. Bobby Fischer cost 911.
Yeah, probably. That checks out.
Let's make sure that's the pull quote.
Yep. Bobby Fischer caused 911. So the next one we have on the list is a passenger clinging on to a German high-speed train after a smoke break goes wrong. I was actually a little disappointed about this article because in my
picture.
Yeah, but no, when I saw it, my mind is immediately thinking Ethan Hawke, Mission Impossible, crawling across the train. You know,
Ethan Hunt.
Got to protect the knock list.
Ethan Hawke would be in the train with Julie Delpy.
Yeah. Talking
so much.
Talking about how his daughter is now more famous than him.
Yeah.
But this one, he steps off for a smoke break. Train starts up. The thing I actually had to read the article to find out was how long it took him to find him. And it said that he made it 30 kilometers before they stopped it.
I'd like to think he was just hanging off the back, cartoon style, flopping in the wind. You know.
Yeah.
He had boarded the ice train in Munich without a valid ticket, and he wanted to take a smoking break at a station in Ingolstadt, but he lingered too long.
Yeah.
Jumped on the bracket between two carriages. Jesus, what an idiot!
You know, if it was negative,
he shouldn't be alive. I mean, you know, he should be buying lottery tickets at this point. You know, it's like.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I also don't know how long it takes that train to hit maximum speed.
What's it, 0 to max speed?
Probably less than 30 kilometers.
Time for German. Well,
maybe, but you know, a lot of trains have rules about how fast they can go around cities. So until they clear those, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But I bet he was going pretty fast.
Oh, I'm sure it was going fast. I just don't know if it was max speed.
So the max speed of that train is 300 kilometers per hour or 186 miles per hour.
Oh, dear. That's a lot.
I don't know if it was that fast on that segment, though, you know.
Right.
Let's call it 80 miles an hour. Still very fast.
Let's just make that up. Sure, 80.
Yeah. Why not?
Sure, 80.
Sure, it's like
split it down the middle.
Speed.
Go low.
90. Well, they'll go 90. 90. I'll give you 90.
Regardless, fast enough. Once you're going
fast
faster,
enough that maybe you just get new clothes. You know, just leave your luggage.
Yeah, if it was -7, you die.
Oh, for sure. I wonder what the wind chill would be. It would be like -70 or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
I'd have to look at my old snowmobile safety chart.
Okay, so Google is failing. Obviously, I'm going to ask ChatGPT.
Of course,
this is
Google
the kind of
is
thing
failing.
it excels at.
Google has been the worst fucking search engine for like 10 years. It's garbage.
Take.
Well, unless you're investigating otters in Hawaii.
For your Hawaiian otter needs, it's doing great.
Okay, here we go. How long does it take for a German ice train to get to 90 miles per hour? German ice, intercity express trains are designed for rapid acceleration. It typically takes 60 to 90 seconds to reach 90 miles an hour.
All right, so it was going 90.
No, I picked 90. How long does it take to get to 90 is the thing.
60 to 90 seconds.
Yeah. And of course, it talks about track conditions, loading capacities, how they can modify the things because it's not a terrible search engine.
Right. Because the people who are making it are hell-bent on ruling the world, not maximizing shareholder value and squeezing every penny out of every moment that you're on the site.
Yeah. We need more Lex Luthors and less Boss Hogs.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Well, don't worry, because in like 6 months, OpenAI will destroy the opponents and then they can extract all of humanity's wealth.
Well, you saw the whole fantasy, bullshit yesterday the Stargate program.
Oh no, I didn't.
Don't call it that.
Oh no.
Where they're going to dedicate $500 billion to build an enormous AI America cluster. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh no!
first of
Awesome.
all, where are you going to get the money? Congress ain't going to give it to you.
It doesn't
And
matter.
that's a lot of money. And I can tell you, Oracle will happily take the money and build a cluster or two, but that's a lot of money,
Right.
So,
I mean, just think of all the money they're going to have to spend on retitling the Gulf of America and all the maps and globes. And thank you, Chris. I think you're rolling your eyes.
The street signs and all the underwater street signs.
Yeah, all that. How are the fish going to know where to go?
Yeah, exactly.
Turn
left.
And
like, all the offshore oil platforms in the Gulf of Mexico, they're going to have to change their address. They're going to have a forwarding address. Otherwise, people won't know. Like, oh, it's not the Gulf of Mexico anymore. I guess they can't get their letters.
I'm glad, though, that we've really solved all the real problems and we can worry about these.
Oh, no, yeah. The cost of eggs is going through the floor, man.
Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's great.
I didn't know we got eggs from the Gulf of Mexico. All those water chickens.
So now that it's not Denali anymore, we can put chickens there.
Mountain chicken.
For the
Mountain chicken.
Or the strategic egg reserve.
Strategic egg reserve.
It's the strategic albumum reserve,
Because, what product gets better after age like eggs?
This age like a fine egg.
Well, so, I think he's calling out to Israel because if you put the eggs inside the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, they use salt domes.
Oh, yeah.
So you're salting your eggs like for Passover.
Oh.
See, you got to think with the galaxy brain.
Galaxy brain. So, how Elon's arm is probably really tired from holding
from his Roman salute,
from holding it vertically and in front of him in a not at all.
We lost our third member. There he is. Good. Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right.
You know what it was? Rob said Elon Musk and your Starlink. Just like I'm out.
Oh, he's on fiber now.
Oh, you're on fiber.
I mean, yeah, my camera still won't work.
Yeah. I can't see your beautiful face. Well, you know why Elon? He probably was having like an arm cramp. Because he is, as you know, like a great, fantastic video gamer. Just the best. And there's this whole thing about how he is apparently like a record-setting speed runner, and he brags about it on Twitter and stuff. Apparently,
I watched the Penguin Z video about this by Asmongold. He shared it.
You find that for me. I haven't seen it. I'm all in on watching this.
It was just like this level of this sad, weak man. Who cares? Why are you doing this? It's so strange. Doing this. Yeah, let me bring it up here.
Anyway, this article is, this story's been ongoing for a while now, but this article is that he actually said something to the effect of what he was doing is just how you have to do it in order to defeat the Chinese players because that's how they play or something.
Oh, good Lord. Seriously?
So it's okay because other people cheat too.
Yeah.
But if you're cheating the same amount,
it's the same.
Then it's fine.
Just a level playing field.
Yeah, here's the one I really liked. Copy link, Burke, and Burke. Yeah, so this is the one where I finally noticed it, and then it's funny because I searched my YouTube watch history, and it's like all people talking about Elon's Roman salute.
Right.
Roman, not Nazi. Come on, he really thinks of himself like the people who enabled Mussolini, not Hitler. Come on.
Yeah, let's be clear.
Yeah,
he's not Hitler. He's just Mussolini.
Yeah, it's fine.
No problem.
It's not like Volkswagen enabling Hitler. It's more like Fiat enabling Mussolini. Which was like Volkswagen enabling Hitler, but way less reliably.
For sure.
Like
pathetically.
And more importantly, in a different part of the world, like slightly different.
Yeah, it's like south. And
it's
different.
Yeah.
Right.
So
by the Gulf of Italy.
By the Gulf of Italy.
Yeah. You mean the Italy Ocean?
The Mussolini
Italian
Sea.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't we just call it the American Ocean? That seems like it would be way
We should.
like just screw it. Like if nothing means anything anymore.
No,
America Ocean
one,
East and America
No.
Ocean West and
1 and
America.
the
2.
Great Lakes. It's just the
Ocean.
America Lake.
It's the internal oceans, the American inner oceans, the great oceans.
The American River.
Yeah, the
Wait.
West. The
So
West
there is an
American
American
Ocean.
River in California, but let's forget about that for now.
Guys, we did it. America's great.
We fixed it.
Ah,
Eggs are cheap now.
eggs are cheap.
We can get river eggs.
We're surrounded by American oceans
And we'll let them
And
call
what is
it
caviar but river eggs?
filled with
You
raw
know?
water,
we'll let them call it the Indian Ocean for a while.
Mm-hmm.
but not for long.
It's called the first People's Ocean.
Jesus, that'll never happen. All right. That was all that I had on the list. Because nothing has happened in the last
Because
5
nothing
days.
matters.
Nothing matters anymore. Everything is horrible.
So I was in the Bay Area the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And it's where Tesla's based.
Yeah.
They're literally, I think they're in the building that Theranos used to lease, but let's leave that aside for now.
Cool.
But like seriously, the number of Cybertrucks I saw, non-ironically, being driven around by people.
Proudly.
Well, proud's a strong word, but driving
Sure.
Cybertrucks, especially outside the Tesla dealership at Stanford Mall, there was like a ton of them, and I'm like, you have to know what this looks like. And then I was reminded of that New York Magazine article about fashion in the Bay Area. And I think I told you guys about this. It's clear that the Silicon Valley is suffering from a horrific mirror famine.
Oh.
And it's like,
one thing I was wondering recently, I wonder if like things like Police Academy or Cocoon got a boost because Gutenberg was on TV.
Yeah.
Saving cars.
What a guy.
It would be
What a man.
interesting to see if that was actually a boost in his career.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah, that'd
hero.
be nice.
What a hero.
Good for Steve Gutenberg, you know?
That's right. Do we have any movies? Chris, you suggested that I watch Freeway on our last podcast, which I have
did.
done. And that is a batshit insane movie.
It is a batshit insane movie.
Reese Witherspoon doing like this crazy over the top Southern accent.
Yeah.
Every character is like the most version of the character they can possibly be. Brittany Murphy with like a crazy scar across her face. Like that's a weird movie. Kiefer Sutherland with all those crazy prosthetics in the last half.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't look like that until he was in his 50s.
No. Very ahead of time. Very ahead of his time. I enjoyed it, but that was a messed up movie.
It was a messed up movie.
The one that I watched last night, besides I told you earlier, I watched Top Secret right before we, last night because, like whenever I'm depressed, I was saying this, I think before you got on, Rob or Chris, whenever I'm depressed, I watch the movies that I had on VHS when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And Top Secret is pretty high on that list. But I watched one called A Real Pain. It was directed.
Not Major Pain with a Wayans brother.
No, that's different. This
It's more serious.
Yeah. This is directed by Jesse Eisenberg, and it stars him and Kieran Culkin.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah. Was that good? Did you like it?
I actually kind of liked it.
I heard it was good.
It like Culkin is like next level, like really good in the performance. And like he reminds me so much of a couple of people that I know. And that was kind of the thing about this movie is like Eisenberg, Jesse Eisenberg's shtick. He's like this awkward, stumbling over his words nerd.
He's great in Zombieland, man.
Great. And he's good in a lot of stuff.
He's kind of good in everything. I mean, I don't know if you saw the other one with Kristen Stewart and him as Zuckerberg. I mean, here. I have to tell you, I probably told you this when it happened, but like watching the Facebook movie, with like Fincher directing and Atticus Ross doing the music and all those really good actors doing it. I'm like, man, this is a hell of a movie.
It is it's a great movie.
And then The Internship came out about Google. I'm like,
womp womp.
It's like Vince Vaughn,
Thanks.
you know, really? You couldn't even get, I don't know, someone good.
The one thing
to
I'll say
work on
about
this thing?
Eisenberg, though, is that he should not do press tours.
Yeah,
I was listening to him on NPR
Yeah.
yesterday, and like most great actors, those characters are within him, and for him, he is mostly that weird, awkward guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which does not lend him to selling his movie.
No. I listened to an interview with him as
the,
well.
The part where he was amazed that you couldn't just go film in Auschwitz. I thought, like,
oh,
really? It didn't occur to you that
they may not be into that?
No.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, even Ian McKellen's like, yeah, we shouldn't even ask to film the Magneto scenes at Auschwitz.
No, that's not cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the movie's really good. If you can handle their shtick, right? Because they're playing like these very particular characters and like their relationship, but like I said, man, like I know both of these people, and it was interesting and enjoyable to watch on that level. But it's really sad, and like watching like Culkin, like because Culkin is playing like this. He's so charismatic and so like he turns on a dime, like you can feel the sunshiny, happy, warm glowiness of the things he's saying because he's charming and just happy. And then the dark, shitty parts come out, like, and we know that kind of person, and it's hard to watch. And I finished up Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Dark Place Hospital with Garth Marenghi, presented by Garth Marenghi.
That show rocked my world. That was so fun.
So funny.
That was what I needed as well in the last week.
What was that? What did you watch that on? Blumper? Or?
Yeah, I watched it on Blumper.
Okay.
It's a BBC show from like 2004. But it's really great. The conceit is that it's a show within a show, so you're watching this horrible 80s sitcom thing, like a horror thing,
right?
And then in present day, they're like the actors are having interviews
talking about how great it was and whatnot.
And it's so bad. Yeah. It's great. I think that's all the interesting media I have consumed lately, but I got Nosferatu on deck, so I'm pretty excited about
Nosferatu.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. Severance premiered, Silo finale'd.
Yep.
Anything else anybody wants to recommend before we go about our busy days?
No.
All right, then. Let's say goodbye to the internet, my unique panel. Very well.
Bye.
See you.
And that was Chris DeBona. Not at all awkward. We're not at all awkward. I was Rob Commander Takamalda. We'll see you next time on Geeks in Space. Bye-bye.